What is happening, all you YouTube warriors out there? Range Day Bro back at it again, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I'm going to be talking about the ultimate offensive pistol, the FNX-45 Tactical. Let's get into it. Spend more time sitting on the couch looking at your guns than you actually do shooting them at the range, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Also, drop me a like and a comment while you're at it. Most of you guys viewing aren't actually subscribed, so just double check in case you weren't aware that you are not subscribed. With that being said, what can I say about the FNX-45 Tactical that hasn't already been said by the internet? But let's just address the elephant in the room, which is the grip of the FNX-45. So we are clear. And let's just talk a little bit about the grip. Now, if you guys have been looking at this pistol, you may have heard somewhere on the internet that the grip actually flexes when the magazine's not in it. And I'm here to say that is true. However, I do not see it as an issue whatsoever. I don't notice it while shooting. It doesn't feel flimsy like it's gonna break or snap on me. And also, it doesn't feel at all flimsy when the magazine is in the pistol. So why I believe that is because I believe they had to make these walls thinner in order to accommodate for the 15 round 45 ACP capacity that this guy has, which is industry leading. I don't believe anyone even comes close. Maybe the HK has 12 or 13, maybe the Glock has about 13, 45. But with 15 rounds of 45 ACP, it's definitely leading the charge as far as capacity goes on the 45. And like I said, maybe it'll be a problem if you drop the mag and run it over with a truck. Other than that, I think you'll be good and you're not going to notice it while firing. So moving on from the elephant in the room, what else can I talk about with the FNX-45? Yes, it's a brick. Yes, it's a beast. However, I still believe, even if you have normal size hands, which my hands are quite large, that it's a very fun, comfortable, proportional, well-balanced pistol to shoot. It comes out of the bag. It comes with a range bag, which is phenomenal. Out of the bag with 3 mags. Also, the range bag is pretty nice itself. It's a very nice thing to come out of the box with a nice little carry bag, a range bag. So if you were just gonna take this guy to the range, you could. Now in that comes all the plates you have, so you could put your optics on here. Obviously, I'm currently missing the optic, and that's because that bag is at my storage unit. I will get it, put the RMR plate on here, and then I will mount up the Holosun 508T green dot reticle. This guy was on the AK for a little while. However, I think it'll look pretty sweet on this build right here. However, even without it, it comes out of the box with the suppressor height sights, which is very nice. The threaded barrel, which is one of the key features on this guy, and a nice big rail down here to fit your flashlight or any other kind of light laser combo you want to throw on here. It is chambered in 45 ACP, and the gun is completely 100% ambidextrous, meaning out of the box, it comes ambidextrous with the slide stop, slide release. It comes ambidextrous with a safety and obviously a mag release as well. So for the price, yeah, this guy is a bit expensive. Last time I checked, about $1,300. As I've mentioned in other videos, if you want to do that with a Glock, a stock Glock, or any other type of pistol that's not out of the box, set up with the suppressor height sights, completely ambidextrous and with a threaded barrel, you're looking at spending quite a bit of money. The price point on this guy is a very fair deal for what you're getting on this, in my opinion. You left these out there, fear not, you'll still be able to shoot this completely without having to do any upgrades whatsoever. Besides the beautiful aesthetics, besides the great capacity that you get with these magazines, 15 rounds of 45 ACP, besides all of the upgrades you get out of the box and the beautiful range bag it comes with, it shoots wonderfully. Part of that is because of the single double action hammer, the way that it operates. So here, let's just double check, make it clear. So you have a single double action, meaning when the hammer is down, it's a long double action. So you're actually pulling the hammer back as you're pulling the trigger, as you see here. And then when you get to the back, it'll break. And that's quite a heavy pull. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. However, when the hammer is cocked to the rear, like so, it is a very short single action trigger, and it is very light and very crisp. So when you're running this in the reset, also a little bit of travel, but still very short. And then the wall, you come back, you hit a wall, and then there's a break. Very clean, nice trigger. Now with all that being said, that translates to great follow-up shots. When you have 15 rounds, you got a couple more rounds you could follow up with. And because of the barrel length, I believe this is like a 5.5 inch barrel. This barrel length with that trigger and this hammer mechanism, the single double action hammer, just all equates to a smooth shooting 45 caliber. I have shot 1911s. I know there's a lot of guys who love 1911s out there. There's a few things obviously that I could just immediately point out that this does 10 times better than 1911s. Maybe not that much better, but for the price, that much better. I know there's going to be some high-speed 1911 guys out there who comment, you could put optics, you could put light, you could do all that with a 19... Okay, yeah, I'm sure you can. But out of the box, I pulled this out of the box. I threw this light on here. I pulled this out of the box. I could throw an RMR, Delta Point Pro, a Vortex. I could throw any optic on here out of the box. Completely ambidextrous out of the box. So you show me a 1911 that has all of these features built in, suppressor height sights out of the box, for under $2,000, and I'll wait. It's just not gonna happen. I would even say you probably can't find a 1911 like that for under $2,500 unless you're building it and doing a lot of work on your own. But out of the box, and then you're still limited to a 7 or 8 round magazine capacity. So that snuffles that whole argument right there. In fact, I sold my Kimber 1911 to just fund this purchase, because once I found out there was a gun like this on the market, I decided immediately that 1911 was obsolete. For actual functionality, this guy blew it out of the water. And the main point being the threaded barrel. This guy tight on here, and just look at this beautiful little package. It doesn't get better than that, guys. Tell you what, shot this thing the other day. It sounds like a paintball gun, because naturally 45 ACP is subsonic. For those of you who don't know what subsonic means, that just means that the projectile is traveling slower than the speed of sound, meaning you're not going to get the sound barrier break and the sonic boom that you get with that. So 45 ACP is traveling typically around 800 FPS, and the sonic barrier, depending on sea level and barometric pressure, all that good stuff, is around 1100 FPS or 1200, depending on where you're at. The 45 ACP is just gonna be way slower than that. Sounds like a little nail gun, or it sounds like a paintball gun when you're shooting this thing. In fact, you could probably head out in your backyard and shoot this and none of your neighbors would even look twice. I don't even think you would be able to hear it from inside the house, even if you were just a couple 100 yards away. But make sure you're checking your state and local laws before you start pissing your neighbors off, guys. Just take a look at this, guys, and tell me this isn't one of the most beautiful setups you've ever seen as far as a pistol goes. And I don't even have my dot on here yet. Just as it sits today, it is a phenomenal looking pistol. Not to mention, it just functions beautifully. It's made to be shot suppressed. It shoots better suppressed. There's hardly any muzzle rise at all. It's super quiet, and follow-up shots are nice and easy. Now, with the Hybrid 46, this is not a specific pistol can. This is not a 45 can. It is a 46, and they call it the Hybrid because you can use it on any caliber from 46 cal down, including a 338 Lapua Magnum, which I do plan on using this guy for as well. It fits very nicely on here, but because it is not a specific pistol suppressor, it does go just a little bit over the suppressor height sights. So those 3 dots line up about split the top of this can. So when I'm looking down my sights, I'm kind of half of my dot is up on the target and the other half is covered up by the can. Just keep that in mind when you're using any suppressor outside of a dedicated pistol suppressor. For the value, guys, can you beat the FNX-45 Tactical? I don't know. I don't think you can. You guys go ahead and leave some comments down low and let me know what guns you would choose over this. I have run into some gentlemen at the range or at the gun shop that swear by the HK. I'm a huge HK fan as well. Let me just put that out there. However, I don't think you can get an HK for anywhere near the price of this FN. I think all of those HK USP 45s are quite a bit higher than the $1,300 price tag on the FNX-45. Not to mention, I think their magazine capacity is only about 12 rounds. So correct me if I'm wrong on that, you guys out there. But with all that being said, that is why I believe this is the ultimate offensive pistol. If you have any kind of application where you want to be out in the field, if you're going hog hunting, this would be a phenomenal pistol to do it with, especially if you had an IR laser and nods, things like that. Or I know that Surefire just came out with their IR pistol laser light, which is pretty cool. And if you have night vision setup, this would be a badass setup to go out there and shoot hogs with. All right, guys, so let's wrap up this video. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If it's your first time here, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're a return viewer, thank you for your loyalty, you sexy YouTube warrior. And I really appreciate you guys coming back to the channel for another YouTube review. And until next time, stay safe, stay dangerous. Range Day Bro, out.